Jonah and the Whale. Level up your faith with Game Gospel.
A long time ago, in the land of Israel, there lived a prophet named Jonah. Jonah was known for his prophetic words and his connection with God. One day, God came to Jonah with a special mission. He wanted Jonah to go to the great city of Nineveh. Nineveh was a bustling metropolis, but its people were notorious for their wrongdoing. God's message was clear. Jonah was to tell the people of Nineveh to repent, to turn from their wrong ways, or face the consequences. But Jonah had his doubts. He knew the people of Nineveh were bad, and he thought they did not deserve God's mercy. Instead of heading east to Nineveh, Jonah decided to run away from God's command. He traveled to the port city of Joppa and found a ship bound for Tarshish, a city in the opposite direction, far across the sea. Jonah paid his fare, boarded the ship, and thought he had escaped his responsibility. However, God wasn't going to let Jonah off the hook so easily. As the ship sailed into the open sea, God sent a mighty storm. The wind was howling, the waves were like mountains, and the ship seemed on the verge of breaking apart. The sailors, terrified, prayed to their various gods, but the storm only grew more ferocious. They started throwing cargo overboard to lighten the ship, but it was no use. Jonah, meanwhile, had gone down into the hold of the ship and fallen into a deep sleep, perhaps trying to escape his conscience. The captain found him and said, "How can you sleep? Get up and call on your God. Maybe he will take notice of us so that we will not perish." The sailors decided to cast lots to find out who was responsible for this calamity, and the lot fell on Jonah. He confessed that he was running from the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land. He told them to throw him into the sea to calm it, for he knew this storm was his fault. Reluctantly, after trying to row back to land and failing, the sailors threw Jonah overboard. Instantly, the storm ceased, and the sea became calm. But Jonah did not drown. Instead, God had prepared a great fish, often described as a whale, to swallow Jonah whole. Inside the fish's belly, Jonah found himself in darkness, surrounded by the depths of the sea. There, in that dark, damp and lonely place, Jonah realized his mistake. He prayed to God from the belly of the fish, repenting for his disobedience and promising to do as God had asked if given another chance. After 3 days and 3 nights in the fish's belly, God spoke to the fish, and it spat Jonah out onto dry land. Jonah, now humbled and understanding his purpose, set off for Nineveh. He preached God's message throughout the city, warning the people to repent or face doom. To Jonah's surprise, the people of Nineveh, from the king down to the commoner, listened. They proclaimed a fast, put on sackcloth, and turned from their evil ways. When God saw what they did and how they turned from their evil ways, he relented and did not bring on them the destruction he had threatened.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share the gospel.